one of the biggest reasons your relationship feels exhausting is because you're trying so hard to make it better? It sounds backward, doesn't it? So you think you're being supportive, you think you helping, or you think you're preventing problems before they happen. But what if your partner doesn't experience it as love? What if they experience it as criticism or the message that they aren't capable enough? This relationship pattern is one of the fastest ways to create resentment, emotional distance, and dissatisfaction, even between partners who deeply love each other. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dominique Martin, a licensed therapist. Today, we're talking about the damaging pattern of trying to fix your partner or overfixing. So maybe you had conversations that sound like this. You should just, or why don't you, or if you would only, or maybe your partner comes home after a difficult day and instead of listening, you immediately offer solutions or you remind them of what they should have said or what they should do or how they could avoid the problem next time. So your intentions are good and you want to reduce their stress and you want to protect them and you want your relationship to be healthy. But over time, something may start happening. Your partner may stop opening up. They may become defensive and conversations may become shorter, or they may begin pulling away emotionally because every vulnerable moment turns into a problem solving segment. And suddenly you may be wondering, why don't they talk to me anymore? This is what is called overfixing pattern. So overfixing is the habit of trying to manage your partner's thoughts, emotions, behaviors, decisions, or life circumstances instead of trusting their ability to navigate them. It often looks like support on the outside, but underneath it's usually driven by anxiety. So instead of sitting with uncertainty, we try to avoid it. Instead of tolerating discomfort, we try to solve it. And instead of allowing our partners to experience life, we try to manage life for them. Overfixing can sound like giving unsolicited advice or constantly pointing out better ways to do things or trying to change your partner instead of accepting them or taking over responsibilities because you don't trust that they'll do it correctly or trying to determine how they should feel or trying to change their emotional state. Managing conversations so that they have the right outcome or trying to prevent disappointment, failure, conflict, or discomfort at all costs. And none of this usually comes from bad intentions. It often comes from fear. So most people don't become overfixers intentionally. They become overfixers because somewhere along the way, they learned that love meant responsibility. So maybe you grew up feeling responsible for other people's emotions, or maybe conflict felt emotionally unsafe, or maybe mistakes weren't allowed, or maybe you learned that your value came from being helpful. So your nervous system may become wired to believe if I can fix this, then everything will be okay. But relationships ain't projects to manage, they partnerships. And when we constantly fix, rescue, or manage our partners, we're unintentionally communicating something that's sometimes painful. Is I don't believe that you can handle this. Even if we never say those words out loud, over time this creates real damage. Your partner may begin feeling misunderstood, micromanaged, judged, or emotionally unsafe. Instead of feeling accepted, they may feel evaluated. And instead of feeling trusted, they may feel supervised. And that often leads to resentment, less emotional connection, and less vulnerability, and more defensiveness, or more arguments and less satisfaction in the relationship. Sometimes overfixers become exhausted too. So they carry responsibilities that don't belong to them. And they constantly monitoring, constantly anticipating, or constantly trying to prevent problems. And eventually they may wonder, why am I the only one trying? But the relationship ain't struggling because one partner ain't trying. It may be struggling because one partner may not be getting enough space to show up fully. So, how to stop overfixing? So, what to do instead? First is embrace your partner for who they are, not who you think they should become. Acceptance don't mean approving of every behavior. It means recognizing that connection grows best when partners feel accepted. Second is replace unsolicited advice with curiosity. So, for example, instead of saying, here's what you should do, try asking, what would you like support with? Or do you want me to just listen? Or would you like support? This creates connection. Third is lead with compassion. So your partner don't always need solutions. Sometimes they simply need someone willing to observe their experience without trying to fix it or erase it. Fourth is practicing respect. And respect means believing that your partner is capable of handling challenges, making decisions, and learning from mistakes and growing through life's experiences. Growth don't happen because someone else removes every obstacle. Growth happens because people move through obstacles. And also practice presence instead of fixing. So presence may sound like, I'm here, I understand, or that sounds really hard, or you don't have to go through this alone. Holding space is one of the greatest ways that you can maintain being present for your partner. It means allowing them to think, to feel, to struggle, to succeed, to learn, to grow without immediately stepping in to take over. When partners feel accepted instead of managed, they often become more open to change because lasting change happens in relationships where partners feel emotionally safe. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship insights. As always, stay motivated and I'll see you on the next video.